Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso, and I'm here with Sangue Magnifica Christina and her husband, as well as ZZ Top. And what's the little puppy?
Eva.
Eva. Her name is Eva. And how old is she? Two months?
2.5.
2.5 months old. And I wanted to show you guys, ZZ Top is probably, what would you say, like the best right now, you think? Close? I'm beyond impressed with this dog. I've been showing you guys. And how is he related to Morano?
Morano is his grandfather.
Okay, so Morano is his grandfather. And so this is the progeny and the evolution of the dogs. So you can see this is what we're working towards. I know a lot of people, I would say his structure is more aligned with like the preacher type. He's taller, leaner, and more like athletic, I guess, in a way you could say. He has that tuck up that people were asking about. Sorry about the wind. I don't have a microphone with me. And how old is ZZ Top?
17 months.
He's only 17 months old. Keep that in mind. Only 17 months. And he's unbelievably big, but very well put together. Look at the muscle tone on him.
He knows what to do.
It's always important to remember that everyone is breeding towards an ideal. We don't all start off that way. You know, my dogs are very athletic, but unfortunately there are things wrong about them, and you really need to, it's kind of like math. You know, like you have different versions of math, and then you keep getting harder, and then it's like algebra. It's like that with breeding. It's like you have a good dog, but then you really start looking and everything, you know, the upper arm and the angulation and just everything really has to kind of come together. It's not a structural fault. It's just you're seeking perfection. And so, so it's really important to remember that, you know, with like Scirocco, there were people that, you know, had different comments. They're different style dogs. You can't have all the same style. Sometimes you need the thicker dogs. You take that to a taller dog, and then you create something like this. So not every dog is going to be perfect. Not every dog is going to be exactly like what you think you want to see, but you need all of it to create the best dog, the balanced dog. And that's very important. And that's what makes good breeders, is recognizing how to breed the best dog by breeding complementary dogs together. And this is the ideal, right? This is what we're working towards. This dog is honestly as close to perfect as I've ever seen. Literally as close to perfect as I've ever seen. If I could have one just like him, it would be my dream. Good boy. Is that his puppy?
No, it's not a puppy.
Oh, Lata puppies. That's right. That's right. Okay. His brother. The blue puppy is his brother. I think he knows I'm filming him. He's like showing off. Yeah. He keeps looking at me, and then he does the run. Beautiful, beautiful dog, you guys. And that's why I wanted to show him, because a lot of people were like, oh, well, you know, is this the kind of dog you want to breed? This and this and that. Well, guess what? You have to have that. This dog's head is honestly like borderline perfect, and you just don't get that if you don't breed to the other dogs like what we saw. If you keep breeding long muzzle dogs, narrow muzzle dogs, you will never be able to get a dog like this, the balance in the head like this. Very important to keep that in mind. You can't just breed what you like. You won't end up with good things. You have to have balance. Very important. Very, very, very important. 17 months, you guys. This dog is probably double the size of Preacher. And Preacher's full grown. Truly the most beautiful dog I've ever seen in my life. Just never mind the breed, never mind the Cane Corso. He's the most beautiful dog I've ever seen in my life. And I can admit that. I don't have pride to sit there and think, oh, my dogs are better, this and that. No. I want to be able to breed something like this. And in order to do that, I have to be honest about what I have, about the faults in my dogs, because that's the only way I'll ever be able to breed a good dog like this, is to be honest about what I have, and to be able to see the faults and get dogs that are strong where other dogs are weak. And that means, like for me, a lot of my heads, they're pretty. Don't get me wrong, they are pretty, but they're not correct for the standard. They're better than a lot of American dogs. I will say that. Not all, but some. But still, this is the ideal. This is what you're looking for, right? This is it. And it's not too short of a muzzle. You know, it's not. It's the standard. Beautiful dog. But you need those other dogs to get this. You know, you're not going to get this amount of muscle tone from just breeding tall, lanky dogs. You have to have those short, thick dogs. And I tell you what, Scirocco is not short. Let me be very clear with you. He's not, but he's very thick. He's very wide, lots of muscle. But you need that to have the muscle on this dog. Otherwise, he would be, you know, thinner, like a Doberman. You know what I mean? Or like Great Danes are. They're so lanky and skinny because they breed for nothing but height. You can't do that. You can't just breed one style of dog. You need balance. You have to do both. You have to have both. Oh my God, I have no words. I've begged her for a puppy, but they don't have any right now. He's just starting. He's young, so they're just now starting to use him. So, but yes, hopefully I will be able to bring in one of his puppies. It is my dream.
I told you I found my brother's in the older house. We find him in the cave. I don't know how he came outside. From the shop, probably will give me something.
My God, he's perfection. Absolute perfection. The muscle is just, you can hardly imagine. I wish that you could see him in person. This is as close as I can get to you being able to see him in person. But when the people tell you that the European dogs are small, it's a lie. It's 100% lie. There are some lines that are smaller, that is true. And I even have some of those lines. But it is not true to say that all European dogs are small. It's just not true. And as you can see, Preacher's not far off from this, but I need much more. I've been begging them to bring him to the States to show everyone what he looks like in person, all the American breeders, so that they can see how beautiful he is, and that you don't have to have short, thick dogs. A lot of the American dogs that are big, they're more bully than anything. They're shorter and they're very wide. very substantial dogs, but they don't have the height or the athleticism that this dog has. And you need it. Look at him showing off. He's totally showing off. Oh, I love it. Oh. Look at him peeing on everything. He's so machismo. All these dogs are so proud. So proud. Gorgeous dog. No words. No words. He just keeps parading himself around. He's like, look at me, I'm the man. I'm the big man. And he's super sweet too, very sweet. Also very serious. When we first came in, he was, you know, looking at us in the kennel and he was barking because he didn't know who we were. But as soon as she let him out, very sweet, very loving, very stable. You see he's out here with us. He's not at all unstable. He's not aggressive. He's not a problem. I can't say enough. I really can't. And you guys know me. I have very high standards. You know, very high standards. And I'm telling you, this is the ideal. This is the ideal. There's nothing this dog can't do other than fly. And you'd have to convince him that he can't. It's absolutely stunning here too. That's the other thing, is it's unbelievably beautiful. They have another Formentino male here. I think he's even bigger than this guy. Maybe not, he doesn't have like better structure, but he is a very nice dog. And yeah, they're just, they're shockingly beautiful. We'll probably be using the Formentino male soon on one of our dogs. Because he has some things that we need as far as bone. Like, you don't want to use just every dog on anything. You might like a dog, but if it won't complement the female that you're using, then there's no point to use the dog, because you're not going to get the best offspring. You have to do complementary breedings. So if you have a female and you think, oh, well, I want to use this male, well, you shouldn't just be thinking about the male. You need to think about, what does your female have to offer? Where is she strong? Where is she weak? And then look at the male. Where is he strong? Where is he weak? What are the genetics behind them? What are they going to throw? That's how you determine what you're going to do and how you're going to breed. You can't just look at a beautiful dog and say, oh, I want a dog like that, and think that if you breed it to your female that you're going to get it, because you might not get it at all. You have to do complementary breedings. It's not easy. It's hard. It takes a while. You can't just, you can't shortcut things, you know, but, you know, they've been, this is an evolution of breeding. This is generations off of their dogs to get to this. You know what I mean? Like Scirocco is 6 years old. This is the new, this is the upgraded version. It's very important to remember that. Very important. It's a long game, not a short game. Good breeders know it takes a lot of time to do this. And this is the reward of doing the hard work and not sacrificing quality or structure or anything like that. Very, very, very important. I love it. He's so proud. So proud. Yeah. So I just had to show you guys what he's like. Absolutely stunning dog. Huge dog. How much does he weigh in pounds?
60 kilos. I don't know how much is that.
60 kilos? Somebody want to tell us the math? Somebody in the comment section will tell us, what is 60 kilos into pounds? And keep in mind, he's not even close to full grown. He's only 17 months old. That is the age of Blondie. Keep that in mind. He's a baby. He's a baby. These dogs are not full grown until 3 years of age. That's the truth. 3 years of age. And he hasn't really, he hasn't, okay, he's 132 pounds, 17 months old, y'all. I just can't say enough. I'm speechless. Speechless. 17 months old. And he's not just big. You know, people, they breed for size and they get like basically like a bully dog, right? Short and wide. No, they can't hold a candle to this dog. He's just absolutely stunning. He's so proud. So proud. Look at him hiding with it. Oh my gosh. I have to have one, you guys. I have to have one. I've never wanted anything so much in my life. I would never sell him. If I had one like this, it would just like Preacher, it would be my passion. And I don't think I'm that far off, you know. If you look at the structure and everything, there are differences. This dog is, there are slight things. Like I said, it's more like algebra. Like, for example, the upper arm is going to be different. Preacher doesn't have as much rear angulation, which is something that's important. His croup is too steep, so there are things about him that just are not as good as this dog, but it doesn't make him a bad dog. He's still going to be a great start. He is a great start. He produces beautiful dogs, but this is generations of work. You know what I mean? They didn't just do this. They didn't buy this dog. They made this dog. They built this dog through hard work, through analyzing every little thing of their dogs and working so hard to better it. And there's no shortcut to this. You can't just get this. You know what I mean? Even if you do, you won't be able to keep it, because even if you buy a dog this stupendous, this amazing, and then you start breeding it, and if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not able to look at those every little thing and know everything about your structure, you won't be able to keep this. You'll lose it. You will lose it. Very important. And I really want to do more to show you guys that stuff. If you're interested, please let me know in the comment section if you want to see this kind of stuff. But I've really been learning a lot about structure and how to, like I already knew, but like I said, even more like a graduate school or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to show you guys how you can measure for these things. There are ways that you can measure and look at the dog and measure off different points of the dog on how to see the lengths and everything, because all of these things matter. Like in this particular breed, a short upper arm is like extremely common in the breed, and it doesn't cause like a massive thing to the dog. Like, it's not something your dog's not going to get crippled, but it does affect the movement of the dog and how far they can extend the arms forward in movement. And so it's important to be able to measure those things, to know how to find them and how to check for them, so that you know that you're breeding the best dogs. And then what you do is you don't make your breeding off, oh, I want to breed this one and this one because I think they're big and they have pretty faces. You say, okay, well, this one has a short upper arm, but this one has a longer upper arm. Okay, so let's do that. Let's breed this together. Let's see if we can't fix this. And that needs to be the most important. He's a good boy. So, yeah, I mean, just stupendous. Absolutely stupendous. Yeah, I can't say enough. The puppy. Now I'm jealous I wore jeans. I can't put my feet in the water.
Yeah, you can.
Look at. I can't do it. I want to. It's the beautiful water, and I'm over here like, I wish I would have known. Look at the little baby. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh. You can tell she has a real passion for the dogs. No, don't come to me. I'm sorry. I was bending down to get a better view of her, and she thought I was calling her. Not even 3 months old yet. Very, very, very good sized female right there. Beautiful dog. Beautiful, beautiful dog.
But here is company, you can see they are digging the sand from the bottom. And that's why it's only sand. Yeah, it's just... it's really deep.
See the structure?
No.
Stunning dog. You see the head now? You see how balanced? This is the ideal. Oh, I swear. God, I love him so much.
Because today weather will change.
So I just wanted to show you guys him and really kind of explain more and emphasize more on how we do this. It's not about one dog. It's not about one breeding. It's generations of hard work and no sacrifice to get this, okay? You can't just focus on a head and say, oh, are you sure that's the head you want to breed? Come on, that's very short-sighted, okay? Very short-sighted. You need balance, you need it all. So anyway, this is a very long video. I could literally film this dog all day long. As you can tell, this dog would be able to run and play all day long. But we also want to go and do some other stuff here because we do leave tomorrow. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to upload a lot whenever I was at the show because they had no internet there and the Wi-Fi was non-existent. So, but I had to show you guys this dog. I've never seen anything on this level in my life. Never in my life. I mean, you guys are witnessing as close to perfection as I've ever seen in a dog. Truthfully. And I'm not just saying it. I'm not just friends with these people. I mean, I hope that you can see this. You know, I hope that you can see that this is the ideal. You know what I mean? He's a lot like Preacher in that way. You see how athletic he is. You see he's got the tuck up. You see the muscle. All the things that you know that I speak about. That's what he is. But it took having dogs like Scirocco. It took having dogs like Murano. World champion Murano to be able to do this. It's a long-term game. You know? That's what it is. And you have to be patient. It's a game that rewards the patient, thoughtful person who's wanting to do the work and learn. And you just can't do this by breeding pretty dogs together, big pretty dogs together. You can't do this by only focusing on bloodlines and pedigrees. You really have to be a whole nother caliber of breeder to do this. And I can't tell you how much I learned in the very short amount of time that I was here. I've known about structure, I've known about anatomy, but this is a whole nother level that I've learned. And I really want to share it with you guys and educate so that more people can breed and we can all have gorgeous dogs like this. Truthfully. Look at you. I see you wanting my attention. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I see you. She's just been with me the whole time. Look at him. He's so proud. He's so proud. Showing off. So, anyway. Well, I'll let y'all go. But he's so beautiful. So beautiful. And they're all gorgeous. I mean, you should see the whole kennel. All the dogs. They're all super, super, super beautiful dogs. They really are. They all are. We should all be so fortunate to have dogs like this. And with good breeders like this, more and more people will be able to have this. Not breaking down dogs with health problems and all kinds of things that are wrong with them, you know? This is the ideal. And it takes good breeders that are not willing to sacrifice to get it. And that's why, like, if you look in America, a lot of people, they like the long muzzles, but you don't see the balance like this. And the longer the muzzle gets, you really lose a lot of the masculinity from the head. Like the robustness of the dog is lost in that. And they begin to look like other breeds. This looks like nothing else. It's not too much. This dog's not going to overheat. It's amazing, but you do need those other dogs to get this. You can't just keep breeding long muzzle dogs and expect to get something like this. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. I swear to you guys, I'm going to be watching this video on my own, just to remind myself of this dog, to study him. I'll be pausing it, looking at the head planes, everything about him, to try to understand everything that makes this dog what he is, so that I can breed this myself. And feel free, if you are a breeder as well, to do the same. It's important to study these animals so that we are able to replicate it in time. It's good to have the genetics, don't get me wrong. I will do everything in my power to get one of these puppies. But, you know, I'm sure as you understand, when you breed something like this, you don't want to just all of a sudden start selling it all off. I mean, you want to keep it, you want to work with it. And then, of course, they're very, very important breeders. They're very well known. So there's a lot of other kennels that are much more substantial than us that are going to want that blood first. And they also have loyalty to them. They've known them a lot longer. So I'm going to have to be patient. And you know what? I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. If it takes a year, if it takes 2 years, as long as I get one, that's all I care about. So, like, as everyone's asking, are you going to get a puppy from him? Hopefully, yes, I would love to. But like I said, we have to wait because, you know, we can't just ask them to sell us a dog just because of who we are, you know. It's not about that, you know. They care about the betterment of the breed. That means that other breeders that are doing very well, you know, they're going to get those lines too. So, and there's only so many puppies in a breeding that are even worth breeding. So, you know, it's something that we need to be patient for. But I told her I'm not in a rush. Whenever it comes, it comes. And I will just be grateful to have one. You know, just grateful to have one. So anyway, I'll quit bragging about him. I'm sure that I'm going too far. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you really enjoy watching this dog as much as I do. And Reese, do me a favor. Can y'all get him to sit still real quick so we can see the size? I want to show you guys the size, just in case.
He doesn't listen to me.
So you can see. Because I know how hard it is to be able to see size sometimes. You know what I mean? And he's so proud with his toy right now. Same like with Preacher.
Hey, Dodgy. Wells. Dodgy. Dodgy.
Who's ever seen or watched the Black Stallion? That's what he reminds me of. The Black Stallion. He's so proud. It's like good luck trying to get him to behave, you know, to listen, because he's such a proud animal. And that way you can compare him with what you saw with Scirocco. And then you guys can also see with the Preacher. Yeah, just to see, come here because the sun's here. There you go. Yeah. Do you see how big this dog is? Do you understand now? I mean, do you have any idea? I mean, it's amazing. Oh my God, he's amazing. Ugh.
If I throw, he will pull you.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Here, Rachel, get this. I want them to see the tailstock.
Yeah. Look at the.
It's a true soda can.
Just look how thick it is. Yeah, just look how thick it is. The bone on this dog.
That's a proper tail.
Yeah. It's a mastino. It's a mastino tailstock, meaning that it's a mastiff. This is a athletic mastiff. Yeah. I have no words. Absolutely no words. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I'll talk at you later. Bye.